Your dream for yourself should be so bold and so outrageous that people laugh when they hear it, right? It should seem almost unachievable.
St. Augustine's University is unveiling a new partnership with Byron Pitts. Pitts is a news correspondent for ABC. A native from Baltimore, Pitts has been selected as the Scholar in Residence for the next year at the university. Former St. Augustine's University President Dr. Everett B. Ward introduced the Scholar in Residence program, starting with Pitts.
This morning, extremely excited to have with us Mr. Byron Pitts, who is a national and internationally recognized journalist who has begun today his first day as Scholar in Residence in the Communications Department.
When interviewing to work on Nightline, Pitts was clearly able to tell network executives how he could add value to the show and to the network.
I know, for instance, Nightline has the largest minority audience, has the most educated audience, and your anchors currently are all white. So just from a business standpoint, to grow our audience, there might be some value in having a person of color be one of your anchors, because a large percentage of your audience are people of color. And studies have shown, market research has shown, that people are attracted to things that look familiar to them. And so to most black folk, I would look familiar because I am in fact a black man. I've won 7 Emmys, 2 Peabodys, 3 DuPonts. I was a correspondent at 60 Minutes, the #1 ranked news magazine program in the history of television. A job in which 8 other people have had. I'm a hard worker. I'm a good and decent man. I'm a team player. You will likely have people on your staff who work hard, who are smarter than me, but no one here is going to outwork me. That I can guarantee you.
Early in his career, Pitts overcame numerous challenges and achieved his big dream of becoming a correspondent for the CBS News magazine 60 Minutes.
Now, I knew since I was 18 years old, my goal was to be a 60 Minutes correspondent. And so you will discover about me, I'm very focused about the task at hand. I'm a big believer on being intentional, having a goal in mind. Because once you have the destination in mind, every decision you make thereafter is clear. I want each of you to be great in your profession. Not mediocre, not have a job, but to be great, to be influential. I am not good at helping people figure out their own dream. That's on you. But I think I'm pretty good at helping people achieve their dreams. My late mother used to say, every dream has an address. So in your conversations with me, you'll constantly hear me say, so what's the dream? What's the plan? What's the saying? Failing to plan is planning to fail. I believe that. In order for anyone else to believe in your dream, you got to believe in it first.
Pitts also held one-on-one coaching opportunities with students, letting them explain to him what they wanted to do with their careers, as well as get feedback from the honorable reporter.
My name is Zarna Settles, and I'm from Sacramento, California. And my major is mass communication, broadcast journalism, and I want to be a news correspondent.
Okay. Local or network?
Network.
Network. Which network?
I'm still trying to decide that.
I mean, that's one of the things that we'll have a conversation about as we get to know each other. That I think it's important to be that specific, because while they're ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, they're all network organizations, but they have very different cultures, right? And so it's important that you go to the place, you be in the culture that best nourishes you, and that you would best shine. Does that make sense?
Last semester, Pitt spoke to the heart of being a journalist.
There are only 3 kinds of stories, right? Only 3 kinds of stories. Search for treasure, a love story, a journey story. So any story that you're going to do as a reporter or as a publicist lives in one of those 3 lanes. Are you telling me a love story? Are you telling me a search for treasure? Or are you telling me a journey story?
As a journalist, my job there is to not assume, right? And also to honor other people's truth. Like, why is it they feel, like, why do they feel that blacks, Jewish people, whoever else are inferior, they're superior, or that they're whatever. But it's my job to try and understand that. So they can say what they got to say, I honor their truth, and then I can report it to other people to make some assessments about it. What I recognize in every experience I go into is that everyone has their own measure of humanity, and there's something about the experience that every person can relate to.
Pitts left us with these 3 directives.
If you work hard, pray hard, and treat people right, good things will happen.
Pitts will be returning to St. Augustine's University to teach students as well as hold more seminars.